Alright everybody, welcome back. Super D Gaming here. We have a update for Sandy Bay Gold called Sandy Bay Redo. A little guy named Aussie Lee has edited Sandy Bay Gold. Well, I think he had Oxygen David's permission. And let's see, map features new biomass heating plant, refitted biogas, refitted lumber yard with PDA cell point, working forestry, custom sounds, soil mod ready, multi-fruit, the rye oat sunflower, 2 produce sell points, 2 animal selling points, extra animal husbandry, which is pig and beef mod, realistic grass, and 35 arable fields. Yeah, all this is basically just the update of what was already there before, I believe. Let's get started. First off, you start in a different place. You don't start in the middle of the street over there at the main entrance. You start at this little farmhouse. And this truck is ours. There's a lot of equipment. You get loaded up right at the gate with a bunch of equipment. So that's one upgrade to the farm. If you notice, there's the sheep. They're still in the same place. He did move the selling point though. The selling point is now back out here like the original map. You know, the original Sandy Bay was here, and then Sandy Bay Gold, he put it inside. Now he's put it back out here, which I think is good, so you don't have to actually go in there to get it. He had a little farmhouse where you start at. He fixed this little mud hole. Now you actually, when you drive through it, you actually go down in the mud. That's pretty neat. Chickens are still here. They're the same. Not really an upgrade to them. Let's get in this truck and we'll cruise around the map and see what we see. Got a lot of new features. You can see right at the start there's a new barn right there. I really like this. I really like the update. See how he redone it? You can actually, instead of just bouncing around over the top of it, a little more detail. He cut in a little road back to the wood chips. If you notice, he plowed this field out. It's not just grass anymore. The main farm has this new shed added, and I'm not sure if that is a storage point for straw or for bales, or if that is the actual straw sale point. I think it's storage, because you actually still have this here. I'm sure he left that as the straw sale, but I'm not sure. I haven't played on it. I downloaded it. It only come out like 2 hours ago, so I seen it, grabbed it. I thought, man, this is pretty neat. I need to do a video on it. But you see there's a road up here. He took that shed out. He left that shed in, which is cool. I like that shed. You notice you got a corn header now. Got a corn header to go with. Let me get that off there. With the New Holland. You start out with New Holland in a case, the big baler, cultivator, sprayer. There's a plow right there, big fleagle. You got the big windrower, the big tedder, and the big mowers. And then of course the New Holland front loader and all the implements that go with it. And in there you have a little grain trailer. So not a lot's changed around here, just the main farm. The new barn added. Of course you got a water tank. I missed one thing. Come around here. So now where your respawn point for your vehicles, he took that turkey away. I'm kind of glad, because when you got around it sometimes it'll lag you a little bit. Put an update on the roads here. He moved the slurry fill points now here instead of there, where it used to be in that corner by the fence. He added this little parking area and bale storage or something, whatever you want. And your vehicle's actually reset to here now on top of this pad right down this row, so that's pretty cool. Let's go into this and I'll show you. If you notice, the map has been redone, a little bit more detail as far as that goes. He has added a wind turbine area up here. We'll go check that out. The sell point here is changed a little bit, and we'll get to that. The lumber yard hadn't changed very much. It's still basically the same deal, but we'll get around to all that. But look at he added a lot more detail. I will add the link to the description in the description below, so you'll see that. Now we'll jump over here, and this is 31 where he plowed that field, so that's now a regular field instead of a grass field. You own this field now. You own 22 by the BGA. Still on 20. You own 11 now. I think he added this grass field here. I don't remember that being on the other one. And 7 and 8, of course, you still own those. And let's see, canola's still here. That wasn't changed. This is wheat. This is barley. 24 still sugar beet, and it's in the process of growing. So if you want to jump in and buy it early, you can fertilize and get the production up a little higher right off the bat. Another cool part is you can actually drive down to the water on this one, where you couldn't do that before. I think you stopped somewhere along in here. It wouldn't actually let you go down to the water. Now you can actually drive off in the water and lose your truck. So I tested that. Alright, so moving on, let's first thing let's go around to the back to the BGA. He has supposedly upgraded all the graphics. Supposed to be repainted. Everything's supposed to run off a higher definition. When you go to download it, please read the description, because it tells you some of the specs you might need to run the map. It does have a lot more detail. He mentions an i6 or better processor, 16 gigs of RAM, a GTX 970 card. If you don't have some of those things, it may not work. I have 16 gigs of RAM. I have a 960 card. I'm not sure I think I have an i5 processor. It may be an i6. I'm not real sure. I don't delve too deep into that kind of stuff. That's basically the same. It hasn't changed much. Of course, this field here you own. Oh, little collision there in the middle of the road. Yeah, that corn's planted, ready to make silage. You own it, whereas before you didn't. BGA's changed up a little bit. He's added a few little things. It's basically the same layout, but here you have another spreader with a fertilizer, and then of course there's a seed fill point. He added these barns, and you have some more equipment. You can actually do silage right out the gate, so that's pretty cool too. You have the corn header and the grass header, the mowing header. So pretty good upgrade there to start out with. Of course, you have another seeder and another case in there. And all the tractors come with a weight. There's weights sitting in front of them, so you can get started right on that. Oh, let's cut across here to the forestry. That's a pretty big upgrade there. Wrong side of the road. We're not actually playing, we're just showing y'all the map, so not worried about the right side of the road or nothing like that. Alright, down in here, the forestry area has been upgraded a little bit, and you actually have some starting forestry equipment. Not a lot, but enough to get going anyway. As soon as you pull down in here, you got a little camp set up, you got a shed, a cedar tree planter with saplings already on it, stump grinder. You have the stair forestry version with front end loader and a log grapple and a diesel tank. That pretty much took up the whole end. There was some trees down here, but he just kind of cut a little area out and planted the shed right in the middle of it. Got a few little trails and all set out in there where you can get where you're going. Pretty nice little upgrade. I like the forestry area on here. Could be a little bigger, but hey, you got a tree planter, you can make it as thick as you want, you know. Alright, there's a bigger area over here I didn't even see. And some of this may be the same. I didn't mess around too much in the forestry area on the original map or the gold map, so some of this may look the same, it may be a little bit different, but I do know that the barn is different. I really like the upgrades to the map. I think he did a really good job. I believe the kids, the guy that's redoing it is in college or something, and he actually done this as a project for school. Read the description when you go to the link. It'll tell you the little story he had behind there. It's pretty neat. So let's see. Go up here to the main Willow Farm, I believe is what it is. You already see some greenhouses over there. So definitely made it a little bit more stuff up here to do on this end of the map than just pigs and beef and cutting grass. So a couple of little additions there. We'll go in here first, then we'll come back into the main farm. Alright, pigs and beef as normal. He added that little stall in the wood chips. It was just a barn, I believe. Not sure. I may be wrong. I don't remember. Down here you have another shed with some grass cutting equipment, windrower, tedder, small mower. Three tomato greenhouses. Of course, there's another front end loader and bucket for the New Holland. Pigs and beef hasn't really changed a lot. It feels like it's a little smoother right there. I remember before you used to come through here and you'd bounce around a lot. It looks like he smoothed that driveway out. Maybe I may not be right. All right, another sprayer, another seeder, AgriLiner green dolly trailer, another cultivator, New Holland and a case in here as well. This is the same, I believe. Yep, straw sale point in the barn. And here we have Another New Holland TC590 with another harvester header on it. Alright, move around the back. I don't think nothing up around here has changed. It's pretty much all the same. Just look at our potato storage and see if... No, it's all the same. Looks like he may have moved. I think the auger was on the other side. I believe it was. So, alright, let's move on from here. You still got this little barn back here, still the same. Not too much has changed here, so that's cool though. It didn't need a lot. But a little facelift with the grass and all. The way he painted the map looks really nice. Alright. We'll go up to here to the wind turbine area, and then we'll come back down around through Sandy Bay stores and back down toward the machinery store. Now up here, this is pretty cool. I've never seen this on a map. I thought it was really neat. I didn't even catch it until I was looking at this, and it's like, wind turbine farm. That's crazy. So yeah, up here you got a spot where you got several different pads that you can mount wind turbines, and you'll have a wind turbine farm area here. Thought that was pretty neat. What's that say? Bayside Wind, powering your community. Energy Council of England, District of Sandy Bay. Warning, do not climb wind powered turbines. Oh boy, yeah, don't do that. There's a lot of extra detail as far as cars and that kind of thing going. I did notice earlier that I was driving by, the first time I drove around the map, I was driving by the beach, and you could look out and you could actually see the reflection of the sun and the sunset in the water. And I thought that was cool. I hadn't seen that before on any other map, so I don't really pay that much attention to it either, so I may just miss that because I am looking at this one pretty hard. Alright, we'll go down here to the stores. I don't think the stores have changed much. I haven't really spent a lot of time down here. I'm pretty sure it all looks the same. I don't know what's down here. Buy saplings down here. Sell your milk right there. Grain sale. Sheep and wool. This area hasn't changed much, I don't believe. It's pretty much the same. Of course, like I say, you know, a lot of this didn't need to be changed. You know, he did a few little updates and integrated his own twist, and I like it. I think he did a real good job. You know, especially, you know, sorting out like some of the mud holes and that kind of thing. Now your ATM machine is moved. I don't know if that was there before. I'm sure it was. Your ATM machine is here now. It's not at the store anymore like it was. Alright, we'll drive through the store. The store's pretty much the same. I hadn't seen any major changes except for up here. Your vehicle sell points is gone. Your ATM machine's gone. Your sell points in the back here now. So you have to drive around the back. I wish you'd actually put real vehicles instead of those cardboard cutouts. I hate those. I like seeing a few tractors lined outside, you know. That's cool. But overall, pretty good job. Here is a little service van. I don't remember that being in the other one. It's working on the railroad crossing. Like I said before, I don't believe you could come all the way down to the beach. Now you can. And it's pretty cool. It's got some good looking texture to it. Oh, it looks like I'm actually in the water already. You see your reflection in the water. It's pretty cool. Alright. Got a boat launch right here. I didn't see that before. Of course, you couldn't go down to the end. This is really good detail. Look at that. You can see the bottoms of the boats. Grass, just very good detailing. Guy done a really good job. Like I said, I love this map before. I don't think it didn't need a lot, but what he did do, I think he hit the nail on the head, you know, as far as the details and the changes he did add and make to it. And there's biomass heating. I think it's moved. It was down further. Not a big change. You just moved locations, I believe. There's the turn to go back to the main farm. The street still ends right here at the wood sale point, and I don't believe there was any changes made to this. He may have added a few little things here and there or something. I'm not sure, but I didn't spend a lot of time here before, so I'm not real sure. But it still looks good either way. Alright. We'll get back to the main farm. And we'll go through the vehicle list. There's a couple of vehicles parked over here. I guess that could be your hired workers. Or just visitors, you know. I want to look in here and see if he changed anything. No, that's pretty much the same. But I like it. Let me know what y'all think. If you want to change, I already do a Sandy Bay gold map let's play. If you'd like to see me change over to this one, let me know. I may do it anyway, just because I like it. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Alright, so a quick rundown of the vehicles in the garage here, and we'll call that a little walkthrough. Alright, you have the Forestry Edition Stayer, which is at the Forestry area. You have two New Holland T6s, one here, one at Willow Farm. 3 Case Puma 160s, one here, one at the BGA, and one at Willow Farm. Of course, that stall front loaders with the Forestry Edition Stayer in the Forestry area. 2 front loaders, you've seen those, one at the tomato greenhouse and one here at the main farm. Bell spike, log fork, pallet fork, 2 buckets, one here, one at Willow. 2 of the TC 590s, 1 Chrome Big X 1100, 2 of the harvester headers, 1 corn header, that's right here at this farm. Of course the Chrome implements are with it at the BGA. 2 headers, 1 Brantner trailer, 1 AgriLiner, 2 of the Flegel Bull trailers. 1 is here at the main farm, 1 is at the BGA. 2 cultivators, 1 here, 1 at Willow, 1 plow here. You have 3 of the cedars, one here, one at Willow Farm, and one at the BGA. One rear Novacat at the Willow Farm. Of course, your 2 coon mowers here at this farm. The straw shredder and mix ration, mix feeder trailer here at the main farm. No, I may be wrong. I don't remember where they are. I think they're here. Your small header and tedder and your small windrower up at Willow. Your big tedder and your big windrower here at this main farm. 3 sprayers here, Willow and the BGA. Big square baler here. Then of course every tractor has its own front weight. Pickup truck, stump grinder, tree planter, 2 water tanks, one here, one at Willow, a diesel tank at Forestry. 1 pressure washer, which I did not see. I'm sure it's here somewhere. And 3 tomato greenhouses. So that's a big list of equipment. The tree planter is also loaded as well. It's ready to plant. So yeah, a lot of detail, a lot of thought. I like the fact that he added all this equipment both here and at Willow Farm, because when you started the original map, you had a tractor and a trailer up there, and that was about it. So he did good. He did good adding those to both ends of the farm instead of just here at the main farm, and then you have to transport everything back and forth. So that was a good job there. So yeah, that's gonna about do it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little walkthrough of Sandy Bay Redo. Please hit that subscribe. Leave me some comments. If you want to see me do a let's play on this one, I will happily swap over my gold edition to this map. And that's about it. Y'all come back.